Why is there a harbor seal walking around the office?
Oh, that's our new CEO.
Come again?
Well, apparently they didn't order through EasyCater for the board meeting, and when the food didn't arrive, they kind of lost focus. Next thing you know...
We have a seal as our CEO. Did I say something wrong?
No, she just wants a mackerel. Here you go.
Bad ideas happen when there's no food for the meeting. So make sure it's on time and as ordered from more than 80,000 restaurants. How? EasyCater.
Thank you. I just got promoted.
Order 24/7 on EasyCater.com.
This is the men's room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
You're listening to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Retro Consultants are standing by. We'll take caller 9 at 844-999-OLA, and you will play Profile this in minutes. And we do have headlines on the way 1 hour from now. First, quick check-in to Mike Hawk for some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, Heinz's new mayo ketchup hybrid called Mayo Chup is coming to stores in the U.S. this month.
I'm assuming you got to refrigerate this because it's got mayonnaise in it.
Mayonnaise and ketchup.
Always. Isn't that
poor man's secret sauce?
Fry sauce?
Yeah, I'm with Thrill, right? I don't see why this is such a big deal. Like, people have been mixing mayonnaise and ketchup for
why don't they call it fry sauce? Isn't that fry sauce?
Don't you have to add relish to it to make a fry sauce?
I don't know. I thought that was Thousand Island dressing.
Don't add relish to anything.
Why?
You can add it to your trash can. It makes a fine accompaniment.
No,
He
you
doesn't
put
like
it on your hot
pickles.
dog.
Oh, God.
It's great.
I mean,
I think relish is good in tuna salad.
Ooh, yeah.
I only want it in
No,
Thousand
it's
Island.
not.
Yes, it is.
It's just, relish is a terrible thing. There's someone running a con for people to buy it. I'm convinced.
All right.
Just tastes awful.
Relish hater.
Do you relish the thought?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. A seafood restaurant in Maine has been...
I mean, I like it, Mike.
I'm good. A seafood restaurant in Maine has been getting lobsters stoned before they're cooked because the owner thinks it's more humane.
Hey, man, if you're going to go out,
I mean, I guess.
Okay.
down.
He's getting them stoned.
Yeah, I have no idea how he's doing it.
I know. I have a pretty good idea. It's his excuse to get stoned and blow smoke into lobster's face, which probably sedates them to some degree.
Oh, no, man. He taught them. They hit the carb and everything.
Oh, they
with their
do?
little
Finger
claws.
carb?
Yeah.
Oh, man, thanks.
The problem is,
not the pot.
they're stoned up until they hit boiling water. I don't care how high you are. Once your scalding hot water is on you, like,
Oh, no, Thrill. He's not boiling them. He's smoking them.
It's like this, bro. Pot,
boy.
and then you're in that pot.
I'm on a roll.
And, like, does the lobster know?
Yeah, he does.
but
Yeah.
then stoned?
No, that he's about to be thrown into a boiling pot of water for dinner.
but you can hear him in there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, why?
If they knew, it'd be more problematic to cook them, I think.
Do they...
You know what I'm saying? Like, they put up a bigger
He's just
fight.
going like, I gotta relax him. He knows what's coming. Like, no, he doesn't.
doesn't
He's a
know.
lobster in a kitchen.
You could tell him, and he still won't know.
Do they have to wait longer for the knocks because it takes a little bit longer to...
Hey, man. It is the easiest food to cook. I mean, like, when they stop knocking, they're done.
But the problem is, how long do you wait between knocks at that point?
It's kind of like popcorn, Mike. You got to make that judgment call, right? You still
right.
hear a few popping, but you just pull it from the heat.
Oh, dear. A new study looked at how many kids get arrested for drugs and alcohol at different colleges and universities in the U.S., and overall, Wyoming has the highest arrest rate.
I bet you it doesn't have the highest drug rate, just the highest arrest rate.
Why?
Because they got nothing else to do.
Yeah, as you said, there's not a ton of people in Wyoming, so you can imagine you're gonna kind of focus on the college campus where people tended to do stuff.
These liberals are smoking weed.
6 of the top 10 schools are in Pennsylvania.
That's what I saw. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Really?
Mm-hmm. As far as people getting arrested? No.
Yes. Arrested
Well, it's
for
all
drugs and
like,
alcohol.
it's like West Virginia, but WVU made the list, and then
Okay.
it's all kind of schools.
That's
up
not a
there.
bad thing.
It's all kind of schools in that same kind of area.
Oh, yeah.
Your kids need to get an education in life, too, you know? I mean, like, look, man, it's one thing to be in the library all day. It's another thing to be drunk, drinking Mad Dog, and having sex. It's like, both things are important.
Equally important.
They really are, man, because, you know, after that, you're only going to have sex to, like, impregnate someone.
A clothing
It's
company in
old.
Canada has decided to discontinue a new line of bras named after prominent women, including a former Canadian Supreme Court justice. The owner of the brand says that they were trying to honor the women, but admits it wasn't a very good idea.
I mean, it's probably better ways. And then also, if you're trying to sell underwear, Like, wouldn't you want attractive or built people to represent?
Right, exactly.
It's not like Danny DeVito underwear. People are not going to buy
call these the thrill.
Right.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, man.
It's a banana hammer.
Got my new Wilford Brimleys.
Right. Oh man, what are those? Those are tidy whities with the
mustache,
with the blue and the yellow Fruit of the Loom stripage.
Guaranteed.
You know what I mean?
And there's already like a pre-small stain in the back.
Oh man, it already comes
pre-stained.
Maybe they should have pre-stained tidy whities. That way you don't feel bad when you
The
drink
Wilford
them.
Brimley anger.
Yeah, he actually
The
stained
Wilford
them.
Brimley pre-stained Hanes and Fruit of the Loom tidy whitey.
And the reason they include the stain is to prove that he is in fact eating his oats.
That would be a good thing for kids. That way they wouldn't feel as bad about it. Quaker Oats.
Yeah, wouldn't need the oats.
You get a coupon for like a free Quaker Oats with every free pack.
If you have one of the pre-stained underwear,
Hey, now.
you get a year's supply of oatmeal.
Mitch, I'm gonna
Finding
need
the
you to
little
take a look at
star on
those
the
pictures.
Tootsie Roll Pop. BuzzFeed posted a list of 24 things people who don't have kids are sick of hearing from people who do have kids.
Facebook.
It's the best decision I ever made. Kids will give your life more meaning.
Well, they do, but they also suck away the life you had. You know,
right.
so
Your life
it's
is
kind
not
of
your
the
life
thing
anymore. It becomes theirs. It's not a bad thing.
A woman in England kept hearing a
No,
creep.
it's just, I can say that. Like somebody that doesn't have kids, sometimes, like people, the one I get all the time is like, yo, you'll be a great parent, this and that. Like,
You don't know.
all right.
You don't know.
Like,
I like being
am I
kids.
the a-hole? Maybe I don't want to.
Right.
A woman in England kept hearing a creepy version of the children's song It's Raining, It's Pouring playing at night and thought she was going nuts. Turns out it was a part of a nearby business's burglar deterrent system, and it kept being activated by spiders crawling across of the camera sensors.
Well, at least they found the culprits.
Yeah.
And the woman thought she was losing her mind.
Ghosts.
My neighbors growing up had the same problem, and that dadgum thing would go off at 3 o'clock in the morning because a breeze would roll by and those spiders would go nuts. Then they had that stupid little light that flashed because they were on vacation and couldn't actually get the damn thing turned off.
No bitterness, though.
None.
Yeah.
That didn't wake me up, Gene. A new study found the average...
Wow, that was
You called them out by name.
I know, geez,
They're good people. I love them to death.
Obviously, you do. You just throw them under the bus.
A new study found the average person...
Shocker to see him biting people.
Yeah, I know.
He's a doctor, Ted. A new study found the average person spends a total of 2 hours a day feeling bored.
Well, do something.
Yeah, I mean, you can generally solve
Do
that.
something. It's like somebody sitting around like there's nothing to do. Well, there's lots of things to do if you get up.
If you do any of them.
Right.
The top 5 boring things that we all have to do all the time are waiting on hold, dealing with slow Wi-Fi, first world problems,
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my
sitting
God.
through video ads,
Come on.
opening junk... Who opens junk mail?
You know it's junk mail,
Right.
so don't open it.
And waiting for websites to load even if the Wi-Fi is decent.
That's
really
what's
internet.
troubling
These
people.
this cannot be real.
Oh!
When you first started that, I was like, yeah, I get that. Sometimes I'm bored, but I still don't do nothing.
Those
I was like, those are just complaining about 20 seconds.
Yeah, that's just complaining.
I have a difficult time with the automated phone systems where I can't get through to talk to somebody at a time.
I just start hitting zero.
Hit zero or curse.
Yeah, I normally say operator.
Yeah, but now there's not many operators. Like I did it last week. It was like, your call time is 40 minutes.
Oh,
You are the 837th person to call.
You're third in line. It'll be 40 minutes.
I know.
Back in May, a man proposed to his girlfriend on a flight while she was working at her job as a flight attendant. The video of the proposal went viral, but now she's been fired because she wasn't focused on the passengers.
Oh, my God. I mean, Jesus Christ. What airline is that?
It doesn't say what airline,
Suck-ass air.
but it does say it was in China.
Damn. Yeah, that's great. You got engaged and all. What about the passengers?
Right. This guy making a big show at her work.
Right, exactly.
He's the
guy.
He's the guy that brings flowers to your job. That is.
They stopped the drink service.
Oh, no, now he's going to find out I have a boyfriend at work, too.
Miles, they stopped the drink service so that she can propose.
Oh, boy, you know what, though?
See, that pissed me off.
Hey, man.
I mean, honestly,
Hey,
that would
man.
piss me off.
No, I'd have got up and I'd have found some Kieran or whatever the hell they got on board, man. I'd start passing it out, some champagne, whatever the hell they got.
I can just see that happening and see you in the back of the plane every
What's
time.
the,
Every time I get on a plane.
The number one selling beer in the world is from China. Is it Sing?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said, Kieran,
Yeah,
where's your
exactly.
Japanese beer on this Chinese
Yeah,
flight?
I was like, oh, it's Air China, isn't it?
Man, I love China.
My
Let me
bad.
get a Keurig.
My bad.
Pass the sake. Give me
Domo arigato.
Give me a Sing Tao.
A man was arrested in Yellowstone Park for doing something stupid.
What was that?
I'll tell you all about it 1 hour from now.
Thank you, Mike Hawk. Headlines are on the way 1 hour from now. First, the game is...
The Men's Room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Throwhill, can you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Tyler. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hola.
Hola. All right, Tyler, you understand how this here game is played?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's go to Savannah, Georgia, where 2 women are facing felony drug charges after agents with the counter-narcotics team found that they were selling marijuana edibles at a church event in Savannah, Georgia. The 2 women were openly selling the TH-laced baked goods at an event being thrown by the church, which basically was boasting people for being an entrepreneur. And obviously, these people were. However, in Georgia, the weed is not so legal. In this case, let's see here. The cops, they sent an agent undercover to buy some products. They went up there and bought a whole list of things, every kind of edible you could think of. Actually, sounds pretty appetizing. But anyway, after that, they followed both women to another location where they searched the vehicle inside. That's where they found a large amount of marijuana edibles, more than $1,000 in cash, and a loaded gun. The agents say they were also actively advertising the illegal baked goods on various social media sites, because that's how smart they are. My question is, do you believe that these 2 young entrepreneurs are black, white, Mexi, or Asian?
Well, I think I have a pretty good idea, but what do you guys think?
I think it's black.
Was it just cookies, or was there like specific baked goods?
They said it was all brownies, cookies, a few other things, yeah.
And just at church services?
The agent bought the edibles at a church festival thing, right? They followed them going to another location. I'm not sure if that was church related or not.
Look, nobody thought this was a big deal. Nobody turned these ladies in. They were black. They're black.
Well, they posted on social media, too, which is why the cops were tipped off to go check it out. The cops are not interested in what's going on at a church festival for entrepreneurs unless you actively tell them, I'm selling an illegal product.
I think just the church festival for entrepreneurs sounds black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, and they had a gun on them. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, we have Christmas bazaars.
Yeah. That does not sound white to me.
Christmas bazaar.
Seriously.
Tyler,
like, wait, I believe you. Like, I'm thinking, like, I don't think I've been to a Christmas bazaar in my life.
What do you think here, Tyler?
Well, I've never been to a church in Atlanta, but I imagine
Savannah.
that's a pretty black event.
This is Savannah, Georgia.
On top of the whole selling edibles and putting it online, I have to go black.
Okay, final answer. We're going to find out if she's black, white, Mexican, or Asian next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Okay, profile this. We head to Savannah and a couple women who are using their entrepreneurial skills. At church functions, they were selling their own marijuana edibles. And a cop apparently bought some, and the cop went undercover, and then they ended up busting the 2 ladies with more edibles, cash, and a gun.
That is correct. And Tyler, we asked you, did you believe that these 2 enterprising young women were black, white, Mexi, or Asian? And in spite of you believing that it was in Atlanta, even though it happened in Savannah, you went black. You are correct.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, Savannah says white, but just the festival at a church to me.
Yeah, for entrepreneurs.
Right.
Like, and if it's a church-sponsored thing for entrepreneurs.
Do you know how many people are pissed off that this person did this? You know what I mean? Like, everything was going
the problem was this.
Found out they were posted on social media.
They posted it on social media like, guys, shut up. Don't tell people where you're going to break the law. You know what I mean? Like, don't let them know.
It's just browning. Anyway. Now for all TV news all time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
First off, I would just like to say in this environment, in this environment, this will sound rare, but I screwed up and I talked about an Anderson Cooper thing that was fake. So I'm just saying, hey, my bad, that was fake. It was fake, like, for real. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, he was pissed about it.
He was. I watched
Not in Ted specifically, but yeah.
But I watched it, and I was like, I know he's not talking about me, but he's pissed I did too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I read that today. I'm like, ew. Okay. Our bad.
Right. That's just like, yep. All right. Couple of emails. We get it. My apologies.
If you have the nerve,
a couple of people said to me, like, people don't really expect news from me. I said, no, but you know what? I screwed this one up.
Yeah.
So I'll just say it.
Yeah, I mean, you might not expect news from us, but we try not to just be dead wrong.
Right.
Man, we are a lot.
Yeah. The Hindenburg never burned up.
Thank God we never transcribed this program and break it down for accuracy.
Yeah. Well, that's what's good about my podcast, The Podcast. We fully admit we're a wealth of misinformation.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like, don't get mad at what we just said. We told you we're stupid.
Right. We're talking about donuts or apples. We got you. All right. So, do you guys know who Glenn Weiss is?
Glenn Weiss? I do
Weiss.
not. Oh, Glenn Weiss.
Well, he directed the Oscars.
Oh, okay. All right.
So basically, he wins an award. His award for winning is just for directing the Oscars.
Is it like a variety show or a musical performance or an award? Is there an actual Emmy for winning an award show?
I gotta see it now.
Award show director.
That seemed a little stacked in your favor.
Because like the Tonys, the Oscars, but then you're already doing the Emmys, so you know they can't give it to the gimme. Then you have like the music awards, maybe, or country music.
I mean, that's basically what it is, because there's a different award for like best variety show.
Sure.
That's Saturday Night Live. So yeah, it's basically like look, the Oscars win it every year.
Oh, okay.
Right?
All right.
Like
the person who direct. Okay. I mean, but
So
what's
it's a
the
gimme.
competition?
It's a gimme punch.
It's probably like Miles was just saying, right? Like the
Emmys,
Grammys,
Golden Globes,
or
all
the
right.
Tonys. I mean, in theory, the Tonys
They did some
should
really
win.
cool stuff on the Tonys this year. Let's give it to him.
Yeah, but people would have to watch it to know.
Yeah, or like Golden Globes. So basically, it's just like, who had the best award show? You know who's never getting it?
MTV?
Yes! Like, you know that guy sitting around, he's like, I'm a damn artist. You go like Little Pump and Kanye look that good? I did that.
Think about who showed up tonight. Gronk was on stage.
Right? We slimed somebody. And that's Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
That guy's pissed
And
too,
why
though.
didn't he win?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Come on.
Somebody's like, man, the kid's choice, we got surfboards. So he won that award. I am not Mr. Sentimental about marriage proposals and stuff, but this guy, I don't think anybody's going to top this. He did it pretty well, and a lot of meaning in it.
I'm really grateful to be here, but it's bittersweet. The person most proud at this moment would be my mom, and she passed away just 2 weeks ago. Part of my heart is broken. I don't think it will ever be repaired, but she's in me, and she always will be. Mom always believed in finding the sunshine in things, and she adored my girlfriend, Jan. Jan, you are the sunshine in my life. And Mom was right. Don't ever let go of your sunshine. You wonder why I don't like to call you my girlfriend? Because I want to call you my wife.
Did he win an award in
The ring that my dad put on my mom's finger 67 years ago. And to my sisters and brothers, I didn't swipe it. Dad knows I have it, okay? Jan, I want to put this ring that my mom wore on your finger in front of all these people and in front of my mom and your parents watching you from above. Will you marry me? Thank you to the Academy. Thank you, everybody.
Now, what was plan B if he lost? Like I said,
then we need to propose
what if he
to him.
doesn't win and he's not up there and he does not have this opportunity? You have to have a plan B. You have to have another way of doing this.
Say you borrowed it from D-Jack.
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, okay, that was very cool, but if that just doesn't happen, so he had to know he was going to win. He had to know based on the
all right, so
category.
then the other
they
thing
gave
is-
him this thing.
I think he said, the hell with it, I'm going to propose, right?
Right, he probably said, I'm going to propose either way.
But it may have been a moment where he's up there like, F it. There's no way she says no now.
He
This
wouldn't be
is
up
a
there if he
national
could win.
TV.
And he would not be the first guy to walk around. I had a personal friend that he legit walked around for almost a month and a half. And I was like,
waiting?
Jesus, dude. Yeah.
For the moment?
Because then it was like, this will be, because it was, like, let's just say it was around the holidays. He's doing it at Christmas. Nah, that's not right. I'm going to do it in New Year's. This is like, it's the end of January, bro. Like, what is this going to be, a Super Bowl? Like, they
We're
just
do
ask her.
it in the Frito pie.
Digging Frito pie. There's something in there
She's
for
going
you.
to dip in this buffalo chicken dip that we got for halftime.
Let's get to find some bricks. It'll be perfect for it.
I always wonder about that thing. Like I think there's a lot of sentiment when they do the, this was the ring that my dad gave my mom.
But
way
do
back
you
in-
like it?
Right, exactly. Now
That's the problem.
This is going to be hers, and I understand that sentiment from the husband perspective, the fiance perspective. But maybe she was like, "No, honey, actually, I want a square cut diamond pendant from Tom Shane."
As
You know what I'm
somebody
saying?
who's
Like-
not married, I think jewelry should be passed down.
Okay, well, I mean, instead of having to buy it, I'm just saying, I don't think
that's still
so does
still
he.
out there for me.
He thinks that's a great idea, and so does any other guy out there, because then you have to pay for this gigantic rock, right?
That's really what
Now,
it
the
is.
bottom line is, like anything else, like, nobody wants a hand-me-down anything unless you are a really I wouldn't mind it. I don't care. I would be shocked.
But
to
I
find
think
that many
even if
people
you
who
do that with your grandma's ring or your mom's ring, I think generally people still add something to it or whatever.
Maybe.
They add something
You're
to
not
it, but
getting off.
Ladies,
Okay.
make no mistake.
I would
all
take a hand-me-down.
I'm going to tell you how we operate. Valentine's Day, your birthday, whatever. We find the right section. We make sure you're the appropriate person. And we just know these two things. If it's written in cursive, it's serious and heavy, right? Mm-hmm. And if it's not written in cursive, then it's just a standard card. This takes us about 15 seconds to figure out which one we're going to buy. With the ring, he's not being sentimental he's saving money. Yep.
Yeah.
But we understand that you take this, oh my God, I can't believe you're passing this down. It's like, hell yeah.
No, whatever.
You know what this costs?
Look.
Nothing.
Look, when I used to do commercials for Pro Flowers, they would send them every once in a while,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
on Valentine's Day or whatever. Well, if somebody was dating someone on the office or somebody needed them, you just give them to them.
That's exactly it.
Here you go. Like, they're great flowers. Take them. Oh, you got a girlfriend? No kidding. Take these flowers.
Now, he's not going to say, hey, my coworker handed me these.
These are
He's
free.
going to say, baby,
oh, baby,
I was thinking about you all
long
day.
stem dozen roses, and here they are.
Yeah. And you know I'm not kidding when I say this. Like, don't tell them it's a hand-me-down.
No,
Dude,
no.
Even if it's just
no,
flowers.
Doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Doesn't matter.
No.
Yeah. I'm with you, though. He probably was just going to propose either way.
Sure.
The other interesting thing I liked is Donald Glover. I like Atlanta. There's one episode that's kind of famous for this Teddy Perkins character.
Okay.
So he dressed up as him, and then Bill Hader won. So Teddy Perkins basically just kind of hugged Bill Hader, but then kind of left, and then Donald Glover came back. So it's like, there's where it went backwards. Like, I'm pretty sure Donald Glover thought he was going to win best.
If you show up in costume, I'd have to think so.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? When you
So
roll
Donald
up to an
Glover was in
award-
costume?
Yeah.
Well, all right, here, it's weird. He was in costume the whole time on the
Did
show.
he take it all? Okay. All right.
No. But the two of them were never that close together during the ceremony. And then some people were like, I don't know, this guy looked thinner. So, I mean, it's kind of a funny thing because he's got people talking about it.
Well, sure.
But it's just weird, right? He went full costume and then didn't win.
And then you didn't win.
Let's see. What else was I laughing at in there? I don't know. There was a few things in there. Arizona. Amazon. Phonics. Amazon had a great night. They had one show, The Marvelous Mrs. Marshall.
That was a
Mrs.
comedy that
Marshall?
won everything.
Yes.
Best actress in a comedy,
8
best supporting
trophies.
actress in a comedy. Yeah, they won a ton of stuff.
That's insane.
Amazon has a good day every day.
And by the way, if you have Amazon Prime or whatever, you just sign up, man. It's just your regular login stuff,
Right.
and there you go. You got all the channels you need.
Yeah, exactly. Game of Thrones, by the way, had the biggest total of any show with 9 Emmys.
God damn, man.
Yeah, they just don't stop.
Mm-hmm. That's a great show.
Well, I got to think some of those Emmys are for the ones where you have no competition. So if it's stunts or special effects, it's like, look, if you got dragons flying around in battle scenes, then there's a good chance you're gonna win all of those.
And, you know, not only that, but comedy was just as strong. I thought, as far as like the dramas were good, but the comedies were, you know, you had Bill Hader's, he won, and he has obviously a pretty funny show that I have not seen yet with Henry Winkler, who also won.
I was just about to say, thank you.
Fonz won.
The Fonz finally won.
He won.
We don't talk about. I haven't talked about the Fonz. Well, I don't talk about the Fonz.
Since Jumping the
period.
Shark, yeah, you talked about it
But
like
that's what
2
I'm
weeks
saying.
ago.
In the last month, I keep talking about the Fonz. Well, he finally won an Emmy.
He did.
I only have 37 seconds. I wrote this 43 years ago. Okay, can I just say Skip Brittenham said to me a long time ago, if you stay at the table long enough, the chips come to you. And tonight, I got to clear the table. And the kids, Jed, Zoe, and Max, you can go to bed now. Daddy won!
Good for him.
43 years, huh?
Yeah. And I think I trust advice from a guy named Skip.
Skip?
Yeah. He said Skip somebody told him. One time
Stay at the table.
Yeah.
Eventually you're going to get a crumb.
Right? Like everybody talks about the 76ers in Philadelphia and their players trust the process. Henry Winkler waited 40 damn years.
Right. Yeah.
Right? On the advice of a Skip.
Right. Dude named Skip.
Yeah.
43 years ago. My buddy Skip.
Skip Winkle.
Yeah. Maybe not Skip Bayless, but other Skips I like.
It's got to be like Winkle. I'm Skip Winkle.
Skip Winkle, right?
Yeah.
Skip Winkle.
Sounds like a game show host.
It does. It does.
I'm Skip Winkle.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what to tell you. I can tell you this much. When you go out with Skip Winkle, there's women
Oh, yeah.
Drinks are flowing. It's a great time.
And there's probably sex on the beach. You know what I mean? There's shooters involved. Skip Winkle's not drinking hard alcohol. He's drinking stuff the ladies like.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a fireball man.
And champagne.
He's never had a drink that didn't have an umbrella in it.
Exactly. Skip Winkle. No, 3 White Russians, make it. Put it on the Winkle's hat.
Let's see. Roseanne Barr gave another interview. Basically, she's talking about the Connors, the new show coming up. I guess her character is going to die by an opiate overdose.
Okay.
Right, like for what that character is supposed to be and stuff like that. That's unfortunately very reasonable in this day and age. She, of course, didn't like it. She said it was her idea.
Shark attack.
Have the character.
Right. Connor's go to the beach. She goes swimming.
Never comes out of the water.
Just blood everywhere. That would have been cool.
Well, of course, she's like, it was my idea to have the character on opiates. I just never wanted her to die.
Well, funny how that works. Most people hooked on opiates don't want to die.
And then bad things happen.
And then, of course, I don't know, I know why. But this is one thing that, look, if you're lying, it's bad enough. But people don't keep their lies straight. So she keeps making up excuses for the tweet, right? So now, here we go. She was losing control of her show before that tweet, so that might have sent her off the edge.
I thought it was, Ambien?
At first it was Ambien. Then it was her screaming, I thought that whatever was white. That's what I'm saying. Just shut up about it.
Let it go, man. Honest to God.
Okay.
Don't keep bringing it up.
Yeah, it's a different show. You're not on.
Yeah. And, go away. You can come back.
Obviously.
Sticking with Roseanne Barr, kind of. Tom Arnold, he's got a new show called The Hunt for the Trump Tapes. Basically, it's where Tom's trying to dig up this incriminating footage of President Donald Trump from the past when he was on The Apprentice. The whole idea is that they have these tapes where he's dropping the N-word around. The Apprentice producer, Mark Burnett, is in a bunch of stuff. Basically, he's in the scene with them. So the whole thing is him and Burnett have been going back and forth. I want the tapes. Burnett's like, these tapes don't exist. So apparently, they were at a pre-Emmy party. They came face to face.
Who did? Tom Arnold and Burnett?
Yeah. And then a shoving match started. So then Arnold tweeted out, I just got choked at the Emmy party by...
He's a survivor.
By him. Then, of course, other people are saying he attacked him. It's also funny. Who was one of the witnesses there? Now, think about this.
Mark Burnett's wife, who said she was bruised up.
She obviously was there.
Yeah. All right.
But how should I phrase this? In Hollywood, there's certain people that are connected to everybody. Even this.
Carrot Top.
Kevin Bacon.
Oh. Jesus Christ. How does it happen? How does Kevin Bacon get involved in this at all?
I don't know, but he's among one of the witnesses that saw this go down.
He probably looked over and went, what in the hell's that?
The other funny thing is the fact that I have that knowledge that he was there, has nothing to do with the story.
But there's a degree that does.
Right, they're just hey, just so you know, when you're reading the story, Kevin Bacon was there.
But that's a first degree. It's not even close to 7. I mean, that is direct bacon.
I believe it's only 6.
No.
6 degrees, Kevin Bacon.
No, you're way too close to the...
But Burnett's the producer of a lot of shows. So Jeff Probst, he came swinging in. He tried to break it up.
The hand motion. He comes swinging in with that giant 8-incher.
Apparently, he tried to break it up. It didn't work.
He tried to lasso him in.
Oh, the lasso of truth. So's my penis.
Ladies, Jeff Probst is here.
Yeah. There was just
came swinging in.
There was just a few things going on at that one, and it's just funny.
That's crazy.
Can you forget the fact it's a Hollywood party, so it's mostly Hollywood people there. But there's got to be just normal people who aren't famous working.
What a cross section.
And you look out there, and there's Tom Arnold and this famous producer in a shoving match,
choking him out while Kevin Bacon looks on.
While Kevin Bacon and Allison Hanning are watching, and Jeff Probst is trying to break it up.
Who's the smallest guy of all of those?
Also, Jeff Probst, that's your whole deal, is to kind of antagonize people on your show.
Yeah, but Mark Burnett's also your boss.
Kind of hate each other?
Yeah.
I say let them fight. Go into full, Probst mood.
Who do you think wins that fight?
I'm not positive Mark Burnett's size.
I don't either.
I would go Tom Arnold, and I only base this on, there was an article/interview about him in Rolling Stone, maybe last month. I don't remember, but I read the thing. I'm on a plane, right? So I read this article. We all know he's out of his mind, but one of his problems when he was a child, a teen, is that he would get in fistfights with the cops.
Tom Arnold?
Yeah. Like, you know how crazy he seems now. I guess he was even worse then because he wasn't getting medication. So he's always been a little off his head. But I'm reading this stuff, and it's not him bragging about it. It was like people that grew up with him and said, man, he was like the toughest dude on the block. It didn't matter.
Hockey guy, too, right?
He would step to anybody.
Huge
it didn't
hockey
matter.
guy.
Right.
That hockey guy, say he wins.
That's how I hung out with him one night. It was after a hockey game.
Right, but he plays.
He plays?
So look, dude, if you play hockey, you know how to fight professionally.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, as professional as a normal Joe could be to fight, you know, without being sanctioned.
And Thrill's right about the crazy aspect, because, I mean, he's one of those people, like, I hung out with him all night. I can guarantee you, like, the guy, he was sober, but...
No,
he was
nice,
but he was still crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, he plays hockey. Hockey guys are crazy, and they're strong, and they can fight.
Well, yeah. And
I mean, Mark Burnett, I mean, there's no... Unless Mark Burnett was a state champion wrestler.
Right, who knows?
That's the only way he's got a shot, right? Because if he gets him on the ground, maybe he's got it. But no, other than that, but hockey players still fight well on the ground.
Yeah, but Tom Arnold's one of those guys, I feel like...
Until Jeff Probst jumps on their back.
With Robert De Niro. Like, you can beat him with a pipe, drag him under a car... You can push him out of a building, and like Tom Arnold keeps coming back.
Thank you, Ted. We appreciate it. There you go. TV Time with Ted. Mike's got your headlines here coming up in just a few minutes. You are listening to the Men's Room Radio Network.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Virginia man goes to grocery store, rubs produce on his naked butt, and then puts that produce back on the shelf. Meanwhile, a West Virginia man named Squirrel is arrested for attacking mom with a spatula and looking like a giant paint-huffing elf. Cycling speed record is now broken at 183 miles per hour. A man walks right up to Old Faithful and turns the water sour. And in New Orleans, a cat knocks out power for thousands. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my cop.
All right, our top story. We go to lovely Wyoming to Yellowstone National Park, where it is time for another edition of Headlines, where a man has been arrested for doing something stupid. What's up, Ted? The man was seen approaching one of the most iconic attractions at Yellowstone, Old Faithful, which is already against the rules. You got to stay behind the ropes. The man then unzipped his pants and began to pee inside of the geyser.
What do you think motivated him to want to pee?
An American.
Because honestly, you're not going to do enough jail time, and you're not going to get a big enough fine that trumps having said, I peed in Old Faithful.
Okay, all right. You know, that explains
You can say that you did it. Now, that geyser goes off, you're going to have an issue.
Bless the USA.
He was arrested on multiple charges. In other news, police in West Virginia have once again locked up a local man for assault, this time for assaulting his mother with a spatula.
Proud to be an American.
After huffing silver spray paint.
Where at least I know I'm free.
His mugshot looked like one of those guys from Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, yeah, right.
Covered in his face. Damn.
Stand up.
You might remember this guy, Miles. This guy is nicknamed Kazdorf the Destroyer.
Oh, yeah.
Kazdorf the Destroyer.
He was arrested, I think, earlier this year.
I hope his employer doesn't find out about this.
For the same thing.
Whoa.
Where was that at?
West Virginia. Yes. All right. It is now time for another episode of
Man vs. Beast.
Thank God I heard you cut this down a little bit. Thank you.
I did.
Ribbon.
Took out one of the ribbons.
I'm not sure you really cut anything down there.
You didn't hear it?
No.
Oh, one more time. You can hear what I cut out.
No. I got along.
Today we go down to New Orleans, where thousands of people lost power because of a cat.
Because of a cat?
Well, I bet the cat didn't make it.
Oh, the cat happened to make its way into a substation around protected devices.
That cat could play.
It touched one of the pieces of equipment. This particular touch brought truth to the old adage concerning curiosity in cats. And he managed to shut off the power to
What's your cat's name?
That's Lucy.
Lucy.
She's fine. She doesn't get to the power box, man.
Half of the bayou.
Power was restored within a couple of hours.
God damn.
I'll be.
The cat was not okay. We go to Georgia, where a woman moving into a new house found a bunch of unwanted guests. The woman says that immediately upon moving into the new house, she found no less than 30 brown recluse spiders hanging out around the home.
Jeez.
She contacted the former owners of the home, who claimed to have never seen the spiders while they were living there.
Because they're recluse.
That's right. That's exactly right.
Come on.
So it is believed that they moved in while the workers were trying to remove mold inside of the house.
Oh, that's even better.
Squatters.
Hey, we got rid of the mold, but you got a whole mess of spiders and
She
squatters.
isn't sure how to get rid of all the spiders, so she's considering just burning the whole damn thing down.
Torch it.
She actually said, let's just burn it down. A student driver in Maryland probably failed the driving test after they took a car on an accidental detour. Authorities say the car jumped a curb, crashed through a fence, and landed into a swimming pool
Good God, man.
while they were trying to park.
That's
Trying
just
to
how,
park?
that's how we drive in Maryland.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, go turtle. This car can go in the water just like a turtle.
Just like a turtle.
Yeah, it'll be fine. It's got a shell, too.
Both the driver and passenger were unharmed in the incident. Man, this has got to be one of those weird things where, you put it in reverse instead of drive, and then for some reason you floor the stupid thing.
Why does everyone floor it in those moments?
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, every time, man, how fast did you need to get out of that?
That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawk is out.
Thank you, Mike. We'll see you next time for a turn of Who Sucks Less. The word is back. Another round of Profile This, and we'll drink a toast with a shot of the day.
Yes, indeed, it is all true, but in the meantime, we be all about this badge. So until next time, please, do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
All right, showtime. You ready?
Born ready.
Great. Did you bring the dongle?
What's a dongle?
Never mind. We'll just show them on your laptop.
I was supposed to bring my laptop?
Don't panic. You shared the presentation with me, right?
I forgot.
Well, if you log in, then we can...
My password. I was about to say I forgot my password.
You ordered the food through EasyCater, right?
Yes?
We'll be fine.
Food can make or break a presentation, so make sure you order at EasyCater.com. Individually packaged food delivered right on time. How? EasyCater.